Good evening. My name is Lewis Powell, and it's my pleasure, and I really do mean that. It's my pleasure to come before you once again on behalf of the Cook County Bar Association, the world's oldest, Madam President,
Yes.
oldest African American bar association in the world. Today we have our leader, the undisputed leader, President Dartesia Pitts. The Cook County Bar, we try as hard as we can to bring you nuts and bolts information. And Madam President, we try as hard as we can to be relevant. Because there's no sense of being out here if you're not relevant to the people.
True.
Now with that, let's get started because the folks tuned in to see you, to hear you, not to hear from me.
Right.
Madam President, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, like you said, I'm Dartesia Pitts. I am an attorney. Of course, you have to be an attorney to be a member of the Cook County Bar Association or a judge. I've been practicing now for 13 years. My focus areas are real estate and business primarily, and I've really enjoyed working with the Cook County Bar. I have served Cook County Bar Association almost as long as I've been practicing, sitting on the board. 2018 will be my 11th consecutive year on the board of directors in some capacity.
Pitts, ladies and gentlemen, what Madam President is saying is that she just didn't walk into leadership. She earned it. And that's very important because a lot of people, you just don't roll out of bed, and become a leader. You have to do your due diligence.
Yes.
And my audience, and again, I hope you all tune in and give us some calls, so forth and so on, so we can have some feedback. But she has laid the groundwork. She has been on the board 10 years.
Yep, this 2018 will be my 11th. 2018.
In other words, she's made a lot of presidents look good. And now it's time for us to make her look good. But she's going to make this Bar Association, by her leadership, take us to another level. Madam President, could you give our audience a little bit of history of the bar?
Okay. As you indicated earlier, Cook County Bar Association is the oldest association of African American lawyers and judges in the country. I'm always so proud to say that. We celebrate 103 years this year. I am the 17th female president. I had to go back and calculate that.
I got you. And who was the first?
Of course, Judge Arnett Hubbard. On her shoulders I stand. And we have been a part of the civic and political issues in Chicago for that time. Our lawyers were there representing the defendants who were charged with crimes from the 1919 race riots. We were there when Martin Luther King came and walked and marched through Marquette Park. We were there when Harold Washington was elected as the first black mayor of Chicago. Our lawyers helped him get there.
Absolutely.
As well as we were there when President Barack Obama, who is also a past member of the Cook County Bar Association,
paid his dues
faithfully. Yes, and was elected to be the first African American president to the United States. So, although we're not a political organization, we are an organization that promotes and support the mission of the African American lawyer and their community.
President Pitts, let's talk about that for a little bit. Okay, as a bar association, technically we cannot take political positions.
Right.
However, if there's a issue out there that is affecting the African American community, we can say something. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. And living in Chicago with such a prominent and robust African American community, we always have something to say. And you don't have to be an African American to join the Cook County Bar Association, but you have to be aligned with the mission of the Cook County Bar Association.
And that mission is?
That mission is to promote and develop the African American lawyer, and to make sure and ensure to protect the rights, to ensure that there is justice for the African American community.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, I could talk to Madam President all day, but we want folks to get some information. We want folks to have some interaction with the president. And I'm asking you, imploring you, if that's the right word, to give us a call. Excuse my voice. 312-738 1060. President Pitts, what is your vision for the bar?
Well,
Because every leader has a vision.
Absolutely. This year, I am moving forward on the theme of building bridges and breaking ceilings. I think it's important first for us to build bridges. We are the African American community in Chicago and in Cook County, but we can't get anywhere without working with our neighbors and developing relationships that are lasting and important, that keep us relevant. And a bridge. What bridge is a structure that gets you to one place to another, and we need to ensure that we are utilizing our resources to do that for our members as well as for the organization.
President Pitts, are you talking about coalition building?
Absolutely. It's
that's kind of
important.
dangerous now, because that's what we did back in Mayor Washington's day, Mayor Sawyer's day.
Mm-hmm.
Coalition building is, as I tell my students, you maintain your base. But if you want to do something on a major schedule, major level, you got to go outside your base.
Yes, absolutely. And we have, a lot of us have the same agenda, right? We want to eat, we want to be able to feed our family, we want good jobs, we want to feel safe. And the great part of all of this is making sure that we connect with those other communities who want the same thing that we want, so that we can move together on that same page and on that same agenda. So that is what building bridges, that's the part of the theme. And then breaking ceilings. I've already mentioned the history of the Cook County Bar Association. We are the first and the oldest African American Bar Association. We talked about Harold Washington, who was an African American lawyer and the first African American mayor of the city of Chicago, who was also a second generation Cook County Bar Association member.
That's right.
His father was a member of the Cook County Bar Association. And I've already mentioned President Barack Obama. And Judge Arnett Hubbard, who not only was the first woman president of the Cook County Bar Association, she was the first female elected to the National Bar Association, which is the oldest and largest national association of black lawyers and judges. So we have a history of breaking ceilings. We have to continue. We have to create the opportunities and provide the exposure for our members and for our lawyers to continue to leave those types of legacies.
Well, President Pitts, now when you're talking about building bridges, that's some next level stuff, okay? That's some next level stuff. Because again, politics is about addition, not subtraction.
Right.
The more you have, the more probability that you can win. And I'm very glad that you had that spirit that you want to reach out and bring others into the equation, as we say. Now, what's the other part of your vision?
Well, that was it. That was the breaking ceilings, which is what I was talking about, of creating opportunities so that our lawyers can continue to be innovators and be way makers, not only for the lawyers here in Cook County, but also nationally. Just got back from a National Bar Association Board of Governors event out in Silicon Valley, and it is amazing to say who I am and who I represent. The Cook County Bar Association has a lot of weight nationally as well. So it is incumbent upon us to ensure that we are providing that exposure and those opportunities for our lawyers so that we can continue to be. People look to Chicago for guidance on what's going on. Or guidance to help them get through what's going on in this city and in this nation. So the goal is to make sure that our lawyers are well equipped to take on those tasks.
Good point. You clarified it.
Yes.
You clarified it, Madam President. President Pitts, what can our Bar Association do for this average citizen?
Average citizen. Well, first and foremost, if you need a lawyer, start with us. Cook County Bar Association has a lawyer referral hotline, and you can, or not a hotline, we have a lawyer referral program for our lawyers, and you can check us out at www.cookcountybar.org. That's probably the best way to get to our lawyer referral service. You can also give us a call and go to extension 21. However, if you call in the office, you're going to try to get to a person. But on the website, all the information is there. If you need a real estate attorney, you need a family lawyer dealing with custody, child support, divorce issues. If you've been injured, injured in a store, on a bus, on a car ride, transportation, any type of lawyer where you believe that you need a remedy, you can give us a call, and the Cook County Bar Association will assist. If you are an elder and you need some type of support, you feel like you've been taken advantage of, you have had somebody who passed away, you need to open a probate estate, Cook County Bar Association has a lawyer for you. So that's one of the things that we can do.
Very good. President Pitts, can I make a plug for attorneys getting paid?
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a saying out there in the Latino community, the dollar stays in Latino community. In the Asian community, the dollar stays in the Asian community. What we're saying is that the Cook County Bar Association, trust me, we're there for you. President Pitts did a marvelous job talking about what happened in the 1919 riots, so forth and so on, where we lawyers represented people for free. But the law referral program is designed for you to contact an attorney that you can engage.
Yes.
And we're encouraging you to use your black professionals.
Yes. They're there for you. I want to add on to that. So I'm also from Chicago. I'm from the south side of Chicago. I went to school here. My family is here. And one of the reasons why I became an attorney is because I saw my family and community needing representation. Whether it was, feeling like they were mistreated when they were being pulled over for a traffic stop, whether it was a criminal matter that occurred and no one knew where to begin to have an advocate for them. Whether it was a landlord-tenant issue and they felt like the landlord was being a slumlord or not providing all of the rights to the tenant. I saw so many of those issues growing up on the south side of Chicago. I knew that my family needed a lawyer. So I became a lawyer to provide access to justice and to serve as an advocate for my family. And that's why I think it's so important that if you're looking and you're watching us tonight, if you need a lawyer and you want, and start at home. And Cook County Bar Association is my home, and it's a home to a lot of great lawyers that are here to protect you and ensure that justice is not just that justice isn't beyond you.
That's it.
So I say start with Cook County Bar Association.
Please, again, my brothers and sisters out in TV land, give us a call, 312-738-1060. President Pitts, now we talked, you covered some ground. We talked about the history, what we've done. We talked about your vision. Now, being a leader is a lot of responsibility.
It is.
It's a lot of responsibility. It's lonely at the top.
It is.
But somebody got to be the leader, and you the leader. And as the spokesman of the bar, you have a lot of weight on your shoulder. At any given moment, something can break loose.
Yes.
At any given moment, President Pitts, you may have to deal with the mayor.
Yeah.
Now, we're not here to attack the mayor, but if the mayor's not on point.
Right. Cook County Bar Association is there.
In terms of we touched about the national aspects of it. In terms of what do you see in terms of the legal ramifications of what's going on with the Trump administration in terms of what we as African American advocates need to do?
What's funny is I had the opportunity to have Congressman Cedric Richmond, who is based out of Louisiana, a Democrat from Louisiana, New Orleans, speak at my installation banquet. And he is also the chair of the Congressional Black Caucus. So back in June, he graced us with his presence, and I believe shared some very poignant message. for the Cook County Bar Association, and he's an attorney as well. And I believe that the best thing we can do right now as African American lawyers in the country is to give a voice to the people and ensure that when we are speaking, we're not, of course, just representing ourselves, but we are speaking on behalf of our community and being authentic in what we say and
President
fearless.
Pitts, hold that point.
Okay.
Caller, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Your question, please.
I have a question on finding a good attorney to make out a will. But the way these attorneys are going, they charge so much, and especially when you're on a big income.
So your question is, how can you find an affordable attorney?
I believe that's your question.
Okay. So the lawyer referral program that we discussed earlier, that the Cook County Bar Association has on the website, it is not what they consider a pro bono legal service. The lawyers that you call on our lawyer referral program, they will be looking to be retained, and they will charge their fee, whatever their fee is. But I understand the concern for affordable legal assistance. Unfortunately, we do have a system that is created that's based on how much justice you can afford, and that's not fair. However, there are other legal avenues to get affordable legal service, but it depends on your subject matter. Some avenues won't touch a criminal case. Others will gladly take on, an elder law matter. And there are also some lawyers out there outside of the different legal aid programs throughout the city. There are some individual lawyers who take pro bono cases for cases that they believe in. And there is really no rhyme or reason to, how they make their selections is pretty much about their charitable giving. But what you can do is always give Cook County Bar Association a call, or you can log on to our website, and we will be willing to put you in contact with a legal aid program or an attorney who might be offering pro bono services to offer that affordable legal counsel.
Very well done. Very well done, because basically you express what the real situation is. Attorneys, for the most part, are attorneys that are actively engaged in making a living. However, there are different agencies that have funding that they can take cases for free. Also, from time to time, attorneys that are in private practice, considering the circumstances, depending on the circumstances, can do pro bono, which is another word for free.
Right.
President Pitts, before we had the last call, you were really touching something, in terms of the national level for the advocate.
And I think that the caller, it was a perfect segue, being an authentic voice for the people and being a true advocate for justice. I think that the attorneys haven't, this is what we were called to do, as well as educating the people on what's going on. I think that sometimes the issues that come down may be too complicated or too convoluted, and the average person may not understand what does this really mean and how does this affect them. And I think that it is very important for the lawyers to take the time to simplify.
Make it plain.
Yeah, so that they know exactly what's going on. One of the ways that we simplify, maybe not on the national level, but on the local level, is we are in election season now. And while we are, a nonpartisan organization, meaning we don't take sides, we as a bar association have the duty to educate the voters on the judges.
Very good point.
So we have a judicial evaluation committee that sits down and they review the applications and they interview judicial candidates. And after we get through all of those interviews, I think that, this season it might be about 200 or so judicial candidates running throughout the county. We then put out our list and we make we either recommend or not recommend a lawyer who is a judicial candidate seeking to become a judge. And we're looking at their temperament, their knowledge and skill set, their health, their sensitivity to diversity, and we look at the totality of everything that's going on, and we put out a list that the viewer can pull up on our website when it's time and use it as a way to help you navigate your judicial ballot on March 20th.
That's critical because, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not paying attention, you get what you deserve. And
As
sometimes the judges are at the very end of the ballot, and people will vote on the basis of names
Yes.
or just do any, meeny, miny, mo. The president has told you that you can access our website and you can get our opinion in terms of the various judicial candidates, which is critical because we are very serious. Madam President, is that right?
Yes, very.
We want judges that are going to be fair.
Yeah.
You know, the rule of law is great. However, we want folks to take account of people's background, diversity, so forth and so on.
Yes. And if you don't follow us or don't want to log on the website, follow us on Facebook. Cook County Bar Association has a Facebook page, and we pretty much update that Facebook page very frequently, so all new information that's relevant to our lawyers as well as the community will be shared there.
Madam President, can folks interact with the bar on the Facebook?
Yes, they can. You can come and leave us a message, a private message, or you can put a message on our post. You can even attend some of our events. This year we have co-hosted an Attorney General forum for all the Attorney Generals who are running in this election cycle. We've had a holiday party this year that was open to the community. We had, we're always having something for the community. Our November joint dinner, you know, I know that the community can attend if they buy the tickets. So if you want to engage with your lawyers and your judges, check out our Facebook page. If there's something of interest, RSVP, buy a ticket, and come and meet us.
President Pitts, do you want to talk about the upcoming NBA event? I believe Gertrude Rush is coming up.
Yes. So I am excited because the National Bar Association will be coming to Chicago and hosting their mid-year meeting here this year. That means that all of the lawyers, all the black lawyers from across the country are going to come here and engage in the Gertrude Rush. This year, the National Bar President is a member of the Cook County Bar Association. He's actually on our board this year. That's Juan Thomas. Gertrude Rush, the civil rights inspired mid-year meeting happens in the place or in the home of the current president. And because Juan Thomas is based in the Chicagoland area, Gertrude Rush is going to be here, and I'm excited because you get an opportunity to see the excellence that is the black lawyer that will be exposed, continue to be exposed when this event occurs in Chicago. And it's in April. It's April 19th to the 21st, I do believe. It's that Thursday to that Sunday. 22nd.
And can they access? I'm looking forward to it seriously because we're going to try to put on something that's very relevant. Madam President, under your leadership, excuse me.
Yes.
We're going to put on something very special.
Yes.
For the folks because
Yes.
we're going to have a nationwide audience. We want to do something.
Yes, yes, and we have a couple of big name speakers that are pending, so hopefully we'll be able to announce this to the viewing audience soon.
President Pitts, we got about 30 seconds.
Okay.
You had the last word.
Well, first and foremost, one of the things that past President Lewis Powell did not say is that I am also standing graciously on his shoulders as well, as he has served the Cook County Bar Association as president as well. So he has the very distinguished title of being the past president.
Very kind of you.
And this was a lot of fun. I always enjoy coming back to CAN TV. Please remember to support your bar association. They're here for you.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
We're going to have to bring you back.
Absolutely.
You're the leader.
Yes.
The undisputed leader. God bless. We'll be back the same time, same station next week.